What's up guys, Rackley here, bringing you another video in our Final Fantasy XIV online playthrough. In our previous episode, we were doing some questing around the Camp Drybone area, as well as the Church of Saint Adama Landama. So right now we're going to go ahead and continue on with those quests and progress through the story. Thank you, Rackley. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Rackley? Mr. Thancred. A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with August, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to his notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service of the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance. Abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Orison herself? Orison? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Lightkeeper, Marcus. I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Have you now? More quests. Sister Orison, it cannot be, though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it cannot be. She could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Rackley, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orison's activities. I can do that, Isambard. It's you again. What impeccable timing. Oh, you needn't worry. I'm not going to ask you to put down any more mongrels on my dead fiancé's behalf. My fiancé is survived by a brother, though. He puts up at the Golden Bazaar, and he's asked that I bring him a load of tuco meat. I see to it to myself, but as you well know, I must stay here to send adventurers on mongrel hunts until every last one of the bloody beasts in Eorzea is dead. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, would you care to fell some tucos and obtain 5 chunks of their meat? Once you have enough, please deliver them to my late fiancé's brother, Benninger, at the Golden Bazaar. Okay. Let's kill some tucos. Toucan Sam. Whoa, yeah, it's lagging a little bit here. I don't like that. It's alright. Simple grave. No. There we go. It's like I'll move my camera slightly and then it'll decide to move on its own. That's alright. Maybe the camera sensitivity is too high. Wonder if I accidentally changed the setting somehow. Let's see here. System configuration. Wireless controller. Source, normal, okay. User interface size. Yeah, so they have touchpad sensitivity, but that's pretty much it. That's alright. We'll deal with it for the time being. Just I'm literally barely touching the stick and it is flying. So it's something I'm going to have to take a look at. Oh, see, now it's going by slow. Yeah, something's going on with the servers or something. But, no worries. Just continue on. Once more, you have my thanks. No doubt the souls of the departed can take some small comfort in the care you have shown their graves. In the days gone by, the lick yard was a small, humble plot, but that all changed after the calamity. The dead grew in number, and so the yard grew with them. It is still simple, despite the size. Of course, it's that self-same simplicity that keeps it from becoming more of a priority for the Order. We can ill afford to assign adequate numbers to its keeping, just as we cannot charge the poor to bury or be buried. Yet that does not stop the many who come calling to see their dead put to rest here. Those few of us who tend the yard haven't the time to see to the offerings our piety demands. The simple graves you visited belong to those who died alone. Let us pray the sweet fragrance you delivered grant some modicum of relief from their lonely solitude, if even for a short while. Hopefully. Hopefully that is the case. Let's go get some cloud marble. Some cloud marble. Gotta make sure we get him a nice headstone for his sister. Some more nannies. Hopefully next episode I can go ahead and get this camera situation all figured out. Maybe it just takes like a reset or something, because it may not look weird to you guys, but man, it's like the second I barely move my right stick, my camera just flies. I don't like that, so hopefully it fixes itself. It seems like it's okay sometimes, but then other times it just goes crazy. But anyway, on to these Tucos. Killing Toucan Sam. Alright, might as well do this since we're here. Iron Quill Tuco. No match for Rackley Gaming. Boom. Go back over here and turn this in. Back at the church. Man, burying all these dead after the calamity must have been something. I'm sure there was a ton of bodies. But definitely not all buried here, so it's got to be other places where they are buried. Back at the church. Esmore. God, to this camera. Have you business here again, friend? I do. Cloud marble? To make into a tombstone for Edward's sister? Ah, that boy is nothing if not trouble. It was all I could do to convince him not to go looking for a stone on his own. Still, I suppose it cannot be helped, and losing a loved one is never easy. Thank you for your part in this. I will see the marble is used as Edward wishes. Gods, you venturers sure are kind folk. Now all I need is coin for the funeral. I'm going to stay on here at the church for a bit and help out. Wouldn't be right to leave everything up to someone else. It'll mean more to my sis if I do what I can on my own. Brother Esmore and Sister Ariel are good folk too. They say I don't need no gil to bury my sis here, but I know how it works. It'll take coin to send her over to Thal proper. It's a good kid, man. Good kid. Raised right. Alright. So now we gotta go talk to Bengay. I wonder if we can just take a chocobo down there. I doubt it because we haven't found it yet, but... might as well check to see. Chocobo keep. Ah, just old ah. Okay, no worries. We will make our way over there the old-fashioned way. On our good old two legs. The Golden Bazaar. Our main story quest is up there too, so it's perfect to make our way over there anyway. Yep, he's at a mount that flies. Can't wait to get us one as well. Pretty soon we'll be getting a mount here. Beautiful, here we are. Alright. Bengay. Where is that damn Tuco meat? I asked Caitlin to bring. It won't be long before my patrons arrive. Caitlin has sent you? Excellent. This is more than enough Tuco meat. Some miners have come to stay at the bazaar while they prospect the area for mithril deposits. They value quantity over quality, so I'll be serving them a feast of this piss-poor meat. By the by, please don't tell me Caitlin is still standing at that same spot in Drybone sending adventurers out to slay mongrels. I told her no number of mongrel pelts or heads will bring my brother back to us. I've moved on with my life. It's past time she did the same. I agree. At some point, you gotta move on. How in the hells can you be wandering about with without aught to do? There's the opportunity here at the Golden Bazaar there hasn't been in years. I speak of the massive mithril deposit, of course. The miners I fed before are only the beginning. More and more of them will flock here in the coming week, mark my words. Until now, we've been nothing more than a small settlement, but now the sky's the limit. An inn for the mithril miners to come to would be worth a fortune, mark my words. And I mean for that fortune to be mine. The problem I've had is that I need bodies to help me build the inn, but I can't seem to find any who are willing. I've drawn up these hiring notices, hoping that they might help. Would you mind helping to get me started by posting 5 of them up in prime locations? Of course. Lululo. I thought miners were hard as rugged souls. I had no idea they could be so craven. You look like someone who can handle himself. Care to kill some pests for a Lalafellan lady? I'm supposed to be leading a dig among the ruins east of here for mithril deposits. But once the miners I hired saw the vandalous imps in the area, they all turned tail and fled. Slay some of the bloody buggers for me, would you? 4 dead imps should keep the others away and put the miners' minds at ease. I got you. Oh, uncombed urchin. Please help. Sister Orson went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Fall and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Oh no. Well, that's not good. But first, I need to hang up posters, dude. We can deal with Orson here in a little bit. She can handle herself. She's a lady of light, dude. We want you to help build the inn. And you. Knock, knock. It's work time. Come join the warrior light. Building the inn. Alright, Bengay. Your signs are up. You've posted all 5? You're a 12 cent. But I truly don't want to let this chance pass by. Here, take 5 more hiring notices and see them straight to the hands of whatever folk you see loitering about. Okay? So we are going to hassle people. Nice. You have work? I do. Carpenters? Thank the gods. I was afraid there would be naught but mining jobs here. It's my vocation, to be sure, but a man needs some variety now and then. I'll go have myself a word with this Bengay fellow. You go do that, dude. You go do that. Ugh, I'm bored out of my gourd. Is there no work to be had in this godforsaken place? Oh, there is. Bengay is looking for able bodies, is he? I've done some woodworking in my day. Might be as he'll have some use for me. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. What's this now? Ugh, letters. Never learned them. Can't you just read it to me? Wow. Bengay is building a new inn? No doubt to accommodate all the new people coming into the bazaar in recent days. Taking advantage of the new foot traffic is a right fine idea. Oh, I have no intention of helping Bengay, of course, but perhaps there's even greater profit to be had in stocking up the food stores. Well, you bring a good point. There's always money to be made if there's people willing to make it. What is it? Can't you see I'm busy? No, you're just standing around. Bengay needs work done, does he? Seen more miners in the bazaar of late. I reckon that's got something to do with it. Rumor has it there's mithril in the ground round here. Wonder if there's any truth to it. I don't know. I'm not no miner. No, I don't have a moment to talk about that. Wait, what's this then? Hiring hands to build a new inn? Well, that's bloody welcome news. I came here after hearing there might be mithril in these parts, but the inn's all full and I've been living out of a tent. Suppose I could lend a hand building inns till I start digging mines. It's a good idea. Now get to it. Do it. Well done, Rackley. Thanks to you, I have a feeling I'll have the hands I need to see my inn built. I was in a dark place after my brother died, but now I'm going to breathe life back into this bazaar. Good for you, Bengay. There's work to be done, Rackley. You haven't let me down so far. Don't start now. A miner recently come from Amagina and Sons wants a sample of stone from the eastern ruins. I have a mind to give him 5 slabs of cloud marble from the invisible city, and I need you to get them. Showing these to him would nigh guarantee a continued influx of miners to the bazaar. I'm on it. Better pay me well for it, though. Well, here's Orson, so might as well take care of her real quick. Rotting Mage. Rotting Pikeman. You can rot in the ground. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes. Well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Well, aren't you very nice? Alright, imp. I need 4 of you. Come get your cheeks clapped. Easy money. Alright, 2 more. Auto attack. There we go. Make this number 4. There we go. And then we just need to go in here and get those slabs of cloud marble. Pretty simple. Gotta give the people what they want. Okay, that's not cloud marble. No, right here, please. Thank you. Very kind of you. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this one over here. And then we have 2 more. Boom. And last but not least, this one. Alright, beautiful. Alright. Go ahead and turn these in. And then if we have any more quests, we'll complete those. But if not, we'll take the Chocobo Porter back to Camp Drybone instead of running back there. Back we are. You adventurers never cease to prove your worth. Now I can get those cowardly miners back to doing the only thing they're good for, digging. The mithril veins are still no more than rumors, but if every miner flees at the slightest sign of danger, we'll never know for sure. I may need to hire you on a regular basis to cull those bloody imps. I fear it will be quite a while yet before any proper mining can be done. Oh. It seems the 12 are intent on plaguing me all my days, before with imps and now with earth sprites. I ordered a haul of digging tools from a merchant to the north. He was headed down from the Black Shroud when the earth sprites overtook him. Luckily, he was able to escape to Camp Drybone with his life. I need you to make that road safe, friend. Put down 3 of these earth sprites to keep the others at bay and ease the minds of any traveling merchants. Once the deed is done, find the merchant Ririmaki at Camp Drybone and tell him to bring his haul the rest of the way here. Okay. Have you gotten all the cloud marble samples I need, Rackley? I have. So this is the cloud marble I've heard so much about. Gods, look at the glimmer in this stone. I must admit, I've never seen it for myself. I had only heard tell of it. I see now why the mithril rumors have risen. Now, you listen to me, you bloody rock. The Golden Bazaar is counting on you. If this talk of mithril turns out to be a farce, I swear by the 12 I'll dig up every last pebble of you myself, grind you to powder, and sell you to the Chocobo stables to sop up piss and runny shit. Okay, nice. Yes. Well, sorry about that. It's just that ever since the war saw the road to Alamigo cut off, the Bazaar has fallen on tough times. It is a waypoint choked off from its way, and it's now little more than a point. But I will not let it be so. I'm going to make the Golden Bazaar golden once more. From there, I'll become one of the richest men in Thanalan. Then I'll finally be able to give Caitlin the life those mongrels stole from her. She's held on to the memory of my brother for so long. She's become blind to the people who care for her. People like, well, I don't suppose you could keep that last bit from Caitlin, could you? Huh. Trying to get with your brother's widow, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Alright, well, let's slay earth sprites. Get those taken care of. I ain't keeping that last bit from her, by the way. Alright, last one should be right there. Beautiful. Cool. Alright, now we can just head... You know what, let's take the Chocobo Keep still. We're close by. Let's take it real quick. Saves us some time running. Alright, yep. Get me back to camp, dry bone, good sir. 1 minute. Beautiful. That's all I need. You think our Chocobo's struggling with how big we are? I mean, Jesus. I mean, we are just straight up unit, bro. Look at that. Two-Code Sam. Toucan Sam. And thank you, Mr. Chocobo. Or Mrs. Chocobo, I don't know. Alright, Ririmaki. You fought off the sprites? Gods bless you for that, stranger. Lululo will have her tools. I fled here out of fear for my life, but I've come to regret that. Have you taken a look about? There are bodies littering the ground. Dead bodies. I have no desire to stay here any longer than I must. Once I see to it my bird's fit for travel, I'll be making for the Gold Bazaar. Good for you. Alright, Isn't Barb's Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being into doing, no less? Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. He does have a point. Doesn't seem like someone who would kidnap people. I am well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be awaiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. I sure hope so, man. We're getting nowhere. We got no clues. We don't know what's going on. Some things here, some things there. But we will get to the bottom of it. Thancred all the way out here in BFE. Couldn't have just talked to us in Camp Dry Bone Bone? Camp Dry Bone Bone? Alright. Mr. Thancred, what are we getting ourselves into now? Ah, there you are, Rackley. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Orson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Rackley. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Oh, sure, yeah, just throw me in the fire, right? Cool. Don't worry. I was forged in fire. So help me God, I will be the one to get the queer leaflet.
Beautiful. Alright, Mr. Thancred, we are on our way back, brother.
That was it? That's all you needed me to do, bro? Well, did anything tickle you fancy? Yeah, this queer leaflet was tickling me pretty fancy, dude. This leaflet. Cede the wealth of Nal to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. This lettering, though atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nald Fall seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the order penned this. Pray, take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. Yeah, let's. Shine some light on the situation, Mrs. Sister Orson. What is going on, Sister Orson? Amaljaram places. How about Amaljarite places, dude? Because whenever I'm with Sister Orson, I always feel like I'm in the right place. You guys just gonna leave him there? Yeah? Yeah, how can you be so cold? He's just laying there, dude. Yeet. What up, Orson? My savior comes again. Yeah, don't worry, baby girl. I'm here. I'm here. There you are. To what do I owe the honor this day? What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order. Of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The plot thickens, Rackley. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Oh, I can do that. There's an imposter. A priest imposter. Posing as a priest? To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Rackley. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. Good. Oh, look at that. Level up. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Rackley and me serve Let Rackley and me serve by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. Ah, I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and stains. Gross. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Speak for yourself, Thancred. Listen, Rackley, so as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Cool. Little sting operation. So let me go into our armory chest. I need to put on... Oh my god, okay. Armory chest. Need to put on the weathered tunic And then we need to go back and do the schlops. There we go. Now we can start talking to people. Swain Hill. I preach the teachings of Azima, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azima is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. That was so very helpful, dude. Thank you. And you are? Huh, another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Be gone, and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Dude, people are so friendly here, man. It's like... It's actually pretty amazing. Adelstan. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Okay. Man, people really hate the refugees, let me tell you. Ermagerd. Ermagerd. Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at that pond north of Sandgate. The pond north of Sandgate, huh? That's a interesting detail. Think you can escape from my refugee wrath up here? Orlids? Altoids? Aurelids? What is it? Gods, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Well, it's two people that mentioned the pond. So, looks like we're going to go to the pond. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Rackley. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Yeah, I kind of figured. Alright, let's get it going. Go back to the muddy pond. Oh man. Hopefully the servers aren't messed up. If that's the case, I'll have to make another video, you know, maybe a Diablo video or a Wukong video or something like that, because this is rough right now. But we'll see. There's Thancred. Please let me just go across. Yes, okay. A fine day for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? I agree. A fine day indeed. You look absolutely smashing, Rackley. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear. Aye, aye, Cat and Thancred. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Naldthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. Penury? A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance. You would have made a god's awful murmur, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me. But please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I am a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear suddenly as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them. Few as they were, everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. The was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Wah! Not you again. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that. I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter, there'll be time enough to learn the truth. Ungust, you piece of shit. Rackley, be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? Of course. Mr. Thancred. I shall prize everything I can find out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. You're damn right, Thancred. Alright, how are we looking at time? 42 minutes? Perfect. Alright, speak with Minfilia in the Waking Sands, so we can actually use these Aetheryte tickets here. Since Vesper Bay does not have an Aetheryte. Alright. And we shall continue on. Should be able to equip my other gear back now. There we go. Enter the Waking Sands. Minfilia. Welcome back, Rackley. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see, you have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. You're probably right. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix, and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Okay. So, according to the map, that's going to be right. Blackbreast Station. Now, Western Thanalan. And then down here we have Ul'dah. Okay, so we're going to go to Ul'dah. And then we're just going to use the Aetheryte to spawn out of one of the gates. Alright. And it should be right up there. Yep, that's fine. This is perfect because it also gives us an opportunity to attune to that Aetheryte at Blackbrush Station. So that is perfect.
The coffer and coffin.
Almost there. All right. Chocobo keep. And the Aetheryte. Oh, so we can actually go this way. The smoke. All right. Swinbros. Mr. Mutamix. Who is Uplander come to tent ring of Mutamix bubbly pots? Fighty Tool drinks an airy self. What the hell? Oh, hi. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of Materia. If Materia join with other Fighty Tool, then Big Eyes. Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. What am I listening to? Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. That's right. Yes. Tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of Materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix. Yes? I do. Skull. Fighting Tool is unstrong as Eating Tool. Make good Teachy show of power of Materia. I'm losing brain cells speaking like this. The Materia Master. Now eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool. Yes? Materia join with Fighty Tool. Oh. Fighty Tool gains power, Materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. The Fighty Tool. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond. that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When ye attach a piece o' materia to gear, ye imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger o' yours from some'at as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. Okay. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learny ones of Mutamix. Okay. How do you guys learn anything from this guy? What would you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not. Although the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armor that we use come to hold our spiritual energy. Thus do we form a spirit bond with them. This spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia, a special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear to enhance its properties. I am well versed in the ways of materia extraction. If you wish to learn more about the process, it would be my pleasure to teach you. You are ready to commence your learning? Good. As you will have gathered by now, materia is the crystallized form of one's spiritual energy. As this energy is derived from an individual's psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times, a degree of variance is to be expected in its production. In practice, this means that you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you cradle it in your hand. Now, materia won't grant you much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped, see? And this is achieved by melding it to gear. Know, though, that it takes the deft hands of a craftsman to meld materia. You can always seek others to attach materia on your behalf, but if you would sooner do it yourself, I recommend you speak with Phahobus. Melding is her field of expertise. Alright. And we cannot do her quest just yet. Looks like we need to have Disciple of the Hand at level 19, which is a vocation. So now we can go back to Minfilia using another Vesper Bay Aetherite ticket. And continue on in that quest chain. Alright, looks like we do have another quest from Nedrick to pick up. Should be another dungeon. Hail there, adventurer. I am Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in the corner of eastern Thanalan lies Halatali, and it is there that you will find all the excitement you crave. This place boasts a storied history. It was built some 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, though, as it did to most things. Now, Halatali is a shadow of its former self, but in the dark of that shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no finer than Halatali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I have taken the liberty of passing your name along to the Flames, who will oversee the place. Should you visit, speak with one Fafajoni near the entryway. Alright, well we will be heading there soon, don't you worry. But first, let's talk to Mommy Philia. Alright. Welcome back, Rackley. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. It did. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Rackley, so make it your ally. Now, it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Oh, I'm ready. And we also get a weapon coffer. Nice. So, inventory. Use. Inferno Axe. It's not better than the Boar's Bane. Okay. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provided to them, Rackley. Thancred is presently attending it to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Alright, awesome. Now with that quest accepted, we are at about 55 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode there. Thanks so much for tuning in. Once again, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will go ahead and catch you guys in the next one. See you later.